Eclipse reading with me, Cecilia.eyvaa. I'm so happy to have you here. This is my channel, and today we're going to take a look at what is eclipsing in and what is eclipsing out of your life, as we are now today embarking on this major eclipse season that we're having. So we're having one eclipse season this spring. Tonight slash tomorrow morning, there's going to be a total solar eclipse in the sign of Aries and the sign of Scorpio at 14 degrees, I believe. And so we are also eclipsing out deep transformative energies. And when it comes to our interconnectedness on a very, very intimate level. Yup. That was it. No, we're done. No, we're not. So thank you so much for everybody that's coming back around to be here with me, to connect with me, to have this meeting with me, and to receive my gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you for your likes, for your shares, for your comments, and for your subscriptions, of course. If I am stumbling upon my words and I can't find my words, it's because it is Mercury retrograde now between these two eclipses of our ongoing 6 weeks of time, if not more. Mercury is going to go retrograde, and I feel it already. So I'm doing my best to get these videos out as soon as possible because the eclipse is happening today. For my Pisces rising, we're going to go into a little bit of what's happening in your chart, and then we're going to head into the card section. If you're not Pisces rising, of course you can watch this anyway, and the cards are applicable for all the different aspects that you have Pisces in your chart, or if it just simply resonates with you. If you do want to know more about how this affects your astrological chart and your personal chart, there is a tip in the description box for a site that you can go on to, that you can get your own free report and your own free natal chart, and you can see more in detail how it affects you. If you do want your general for your rising sign, please watch your rising sign then. Yeah? Great. Let's see. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. We're just coming out of your season. Beautiful, beautiful Pisces. I have these sticky notes here. It's going to help me out to see how it affects you. All right, so Pisces. This eclipse, the total solar eclipse, is happening in your second house, right? So it will affect your money and how you connect with other people around you, what you generate out, what you manifest, your material wealth. So not only your money, but also your material belongings. Because it is conjunct with Jupiter, I would say it brings some kind of blessing, maybe even a blessing in disguise, but definitely some sort of blessing. Maybe you get a windfall in regards to your money, or maybe you get an inheritance. It could also mean that you actually manifest your own money, because the second house is more about what you manifest and how you manage your resources rather than other people's resources, which is your 8th house. So your resources can also be how you manage your energy, how you manage your time, how you deal with your material property, how you deal with your material wealth, how you deal with your clothes, everything of that nature that can be exchanged into resources, right? But also it talks about your own resourcefulness, and maybe you'll get just another idea hitting you on how you can be really, really resourceful. And let's see, then we have the lunar eclipse, Pisces, in your 9th house. Is it your 9th house? Yeah, your 9th house, I believe. Let's see. Aquarius. Yeah, it's your 9th house. So that talks about, the 9th house talks about travels, foreign countries, foreign cultures, learning foreign things, but also, expansive mindset. It's the house of Sagittarius. So it talks about really, 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 aiming for something in the distance and heading in that direction, setting your goals and learning about the journey, and also spiritually evolving, which is awesome and beautiful. Maybe there has been something that you've been doing in regards to connection to your own spirituality, or your connection to foreign people, foreign lands, that is now eclipsing out, or at least transforming its nature. And then we have something going on in Cancer. So we have Mars and Venus heading towards each other in Cancer. And I have recommended all the signs to focus or at least put some emphasis on that in their chart. If you are Pisces rising, that will be your fifth house, which talks about children, creativity, and also flirtatiousness, love, and infatuation. So if you are in a partnership, focus your energy there. If you have children, focus your energy there. And why I would say focus your energy there is because this will bring you some sort of balance in the midst of all that chaos, or perhaps not even chaos, just, you know, darn difficult transformation. And it doesn't have to be difficult. It can be just huge transformation that is like really, really, really fun, really amazing. But it's still, you know, we still need to anchor ourselves somewhere, and I would suggest you anchor yourself in your fifth house. Great. Also, if you have a Cancer in your vicinity or in your family, talk to that person. That they will help you out. Okay, my loves, let's go ahead and see what is eclipsing out of your life, my beautiful Pisces. What is eclipsing out of your life, Pisces, during this eclipse season? Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is eclipsing out of your life? Beautiful Pisces. Whoa, two cards. Four of Pentacles and the Fool. Interesting. These two cards are actually quite the opposite, because the Fool is about letting go and taking a leap of faith and walking into the direction of the unknown, pioneering, you know, exploring new terrain, new territory, not knowing what is around the bend and being fine with that, being acceptance of that, and also not having that much baggage with you. Four of Pentacles, on the other hand, is a lot about like being still, holding on to stuff, holding on to material wealth, even clenching so hard that you don't want to share at all. You don't want to share your resources, or even be in a fear that your resources will be siphoned or harvested in some way, and therefore you're holding on to it even further. But it can also be interpreted as in some sort of control. And the control doesn't have to be negative. The control can also be how you've managed your money before, in regards to new beginnings. They could also be talking about you, Pisces, that you've been, you know, giving your money away to things that giving no wait. Yeah, I was gonna say giving your resources, not only money but time and resources, away to something that just hasn't led anywhere. The interesting thing is that the Fool is watching in the direction of the future here, but if we turn it around and I look at it, it's almost like he's looking back at something. It's like I'm also hearing this saying that if the what do you call it, the height of stupidity, or the definition of stupidity or idiocy, is when you do the same thing over and over again but expect different results. And I feel, my love, is like as if you're given something new chances over and over again, but it has only led you to be feeling more drained and more control and more clenching to what you have, instead of focusing on what you want. Also, the reason why you perhaps haven't been able to receive everything that you have felt like you were going to receive while embarking on new journeys again and again and again, or discoveries, is because you have been disconnected, or I would say just closed up. We're going to go deeper into this and see what this is about, actually. But first, we're going to see what is eclipsing into your life with Pisces. So there we have the Judgment card. Interesting. I just did Leo's reading, and Leo had the Judgment card eclipsing out. So there's some sort of judgment coming up around the river bend, which I talked to with Capricorn too. So you might be dealing with just a Leo and a Capricorn. The Judgment card talks about resurrection as well, and resurrected hope and faith, actually, but also reclaiming what is yours, standing up for what you've done, your actions, taking accountability, and I would say also like being honest in what it is that you have sacrificed for. and receiving the benefits, or I would say receiving back from something that you thought was lost is now coming back to surface again. We are also in retrograde season, like I told you, so this might be it. Let's see what else is coming here. Pisces, what else is coming in with the Judgment card? Ten of Wands and Knight of Swords. There might be a message coming in that's really difficult to take. About something that has been keeping you struggling for a while is ending. I'm also hearing that this judgment is about you actually making a decision, you taking a choice, you choosing, and you knowing what you need to choose. It's like you're being put in a spot and you're like, it's time to choose. It's time to choose what gives you something instead of just what takes from you. And it's interesting because I'm feeling quite drained while I'm talking to you in this, energy. It's like something has been really like something that you thought was going to give you a lot of energy just didn't. Something that you thought was going to give you a lot of energy just didn't. Something you normally get energy from is now not giving you anything else. Interesting. So what is the Four of Pentacles? Can we clarify that? Four of Pentacles talks about Four of Cups. I'm also feeling a lot of like heaviness on my shoulders, as if somebody's like putting the world on my shoulders, like putting the world on my back, just like heavy energy. The Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles came out together. And so what is leaving you, if this is separate entity or energy, it is the feeling of stagnation. It is the feeling of not being able to let go of something that is already done, it's already been a rejection. There's already like something has already happened, but that person or the energy is still there, where it's like an inability to move forward because this feeling of stagnation is just taking over, almost like controlling you, holding on to you. That is leaving. So that's great. That talks about movement. I'm really happy about that. What is the Fool about? It's about you, Pisces. I got the King of Cups with the Fool. It's about you wanting a new beginning constantly. Maybe also have you been fleeing from something? I'm hearing. Have you been running away from something? Have you been hoping to get a new chance with somebody in the past too? You've been expecting something to come to you when it just didn't. Whatever this is that what have you been waiting for? Let me just see. What have you been waiting for? The Emperor. Together with the Seven of Swords and the Hierophant. I feel like this is really karmically too. It's like you've been waiting for somebody else to come in and tell you what to do, or you've been expecting yourself to become the emperor of something. And when I speak about the Emperor energy, I don't mean like you sit in the throne all the time, thinking that you're the boss, but it means actually bossing up, like taking charge of your own life. Maybe you've been unable to take charge of your own life because you've been expecting something else from the external to come in. But you've been fooling yourself, I'm hearing. What is this that you've been expecting to come in? Maybe you've been waiting for your energy to come back. You've been expecting on funding too, or money. So this is the reason why you haven't been able to start anew again and again and again. You've been able to, you had to start anew again and again, but it's almost like you've been going back to scratch again and again and again, which actually hindered you from starting anew. Interesting. It's something about the purity of newness that has been like drawing your attention for a long time. And that is eclipsing out. It's like you're not even interested anymore in a new beginning or going back to scratch. You're not. You're like so done with it. You're so done with like trying to control everything and trying to control the outcome and getting rejected and being also like having to be in charge all the time. It's like you're done with that. Something of that energy and nature. And it could be talking about money too, is like eclipsing out. So what is the Judgment card about, please? Whoa, flying out, we have flying out, we have the little Missy here. She is Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. She's definitely Earth energy. She's the Queen of Pentacles. So Judgment in regards to, yes, your material possession. But I feel like you're judging in a different way now. You're approaching it from a softer, more wiser tone, where you're not as much as like controlling and pointing with your whole hand, but rather than just like receiving the abundance and seeing what is like really for you and not. And I feel like there's a calmer sense to you. Before, there's been two energies, and the two energies that is leaving you is like this stagnation energy where nothing is really happening and you're afraid to move, but then also this energy of like, needing to do something new again and again and again, pushing, expecting, coming, let's go. And this has been like taking a toll on you, and they are both like shadow aspects, but this is a more like embodied energy. And not so much emotionally tied to your money. It feels like you've been emotionally tied to your money in a different way than you have been before. Or you've been dealing with another water sign perhaps, or an Aries. And while you're embodying that kind of energy, you will be receiving your new beginning. It's funny because the moment you let go of that, you will be receiving your new beginning, your actual new beginning. What is the Seven of Cups, please? Seven of Cups talks about Six of Cups, so they want you to choose with the wisdom of your heart, and they want you to choose what really stirs your pot in regards to like fond memories, and it could be in regards to children too. Like maybe you are choosing from a childlike nature, and a childlike nature, I'm being drawn to, there's a lot of lilies. Lilies talks about forgiveness. Lilies talks about life and death. Lilies also talks about purity. But what I wanted to say was that when you make this decision, when you choose whatever it is that you're going to choose, be sure that it is something that really like tickles your fancy. Something that really tickles your tongue, something that really like, makes the child in you excited, really touches your inner child, and choose with that energy. It's just like, oh, yeah, I really want it, you're like, really, I really want it, that's the kind of energy they want you to choose from. Like purity of heart, clarity of mind, and just like that inspirational energy, because now you feel softer in your relationship with your resources. Maybe you're just softer now because you feel more secure and safe. Maybe something happened actually, finally, this new beginning actually already happened so that you could feel more secure. Let's see. What is this choice about though? What is this choice about that's coming in? Okay. So it seems like there's multiple choices. Wow. Okay. So I'm getting the Empress with the Four of Pentacles again. And then I have a Piscean card that is your card, not fully your card, but one of your cards, which is the Page of Cups. Interesting, my loves. I feel, Pisces, your choice, you have multiple choices, but you definitely don't want to choose what you already left behind. You can't, when you've chosen something, you can't unchoose it. And that means you have to go through the whole cycle again. So don't choose the same thing that you chose before. Choose something new. And what they want you to choose, what looks most promising, is choosing from the feminine energy, choosing to receive actually, instead of choosing to boss. So choosing to be more receptive, my little Pisces, and just have faith that something will, grow and be fertile. But you can also choose a path of forgiveness and of kindness and of purity of heart again. We don't really know where it's going to take you though, but it's a good approach to have while, making a new beginning at something. I just feel like the Empress energy is, obviously the energy that gives the most. It gives you the most because you are able to receive, and when you receive so much, you're able to give life as well. I also feel like for some of you, my beautiful Pisces, you actually will get pregnant or you will be giving birth. So congratulations to that. Choose the wisdom of the feminine too, I'm hearing. Choose the wisdom of the feminine and of the child. Because I feel like you've been trying to choose from the energy of the masculine. And so now it is time for you to choose from the wisdom of the feminine and of the child. Okay, my beautifuls. I feel like this is it. We're going to pull one more card for you, an oracle card, and see what's coming out for my beautiful Pisces for this eclipse season. Eclipse season. Here we go. Endless stream of source overflowing. And I'm getting drawn to karma cleanse too. So remember that you are the cup and that you always have enough. You always have enough. You are never in lack. You always have enough. Therefore, you don't need to expect something to come in. It is already yours. Just know that it will come. So this is beautiful and beautiful Pisces. I hope you have an amazing eclipse season, and I'll see you in May, hopefully.